Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to part 2 of the season 4 teasers. So last night I posted a video on the first 4 teasers, and I thought that's what we were gonna get overall, because generally we usually get 4 teasers. But it looks like Fortnite have gone and tweeted out another 4. So we've got 4 more teasers to go over, including lots more from Aquaman and much more information regarding no sweat insurance in today's video. So starting off with the teasers, I thought I'd start off with the first one which they tweeted out, which was kind of this long point of view of kind of this boat and this building on the right side. Almost looks like a steampunk type vibe. And then straight after this, they tweeted another picture out, or sent it to creators, which was actually a whole building structure right here. Now this really does remind me of the pirate vibe which we had back in season 8, was it, where the ballers were added in. So I think it may be on the lines of that, but more of a steampunk type design as well. Definitely got some metal vibes going here rather than all the wooden classic pirate. So different style, and nice to see it being added in. Hopefully something to do with maybe Aquaman, and we'll get into that in a second. That played Aquaman put on his Instagram story last night at Fortnite with the picture of the trident. So it's pretty obvious that it is going to be Aquaman or some sort of relationship to Aquaman, which is really nice. Now we'll jump back to the Aquaman topic in a minute because I want to show you guys some more interesting stuff. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, roughly 80% of you guys that watch these videos aren't subscribed. So really guys, smash that subscribe. Let's get that road to 1 million going faster and faster. Thank you everyone joining the crew. I'm going to keep you guys updated throughout season 3 leading up to season 4, which sounds a long way, but it won't be that long hopefully this time. Also, we've got next teaser on screen right now, which you guys can see. This is a really nice teaser. It kind of like a motorbike, and maybe this motorbike could be like Hagrid's motorbikes from Harry Potter, where you actually sit on them and drive them around. Imagine kind of like flying motorbikes that could work in water and on land. Maybe not fly, but could work in water and on land, which would be really nice to see a new mobility item being added into the game, a little bit like the Deadpool emote we see on his motorbike. There may be potentially something like that. And then following from that, they actually went and tweeted out some more information regarding the final teaser which we have up to now. There may be more. If there are, expect another video, and that is a baby Meowscles. How cute is this? So we have like a baby Meowscles on the motorbike. Now I don't know if he's going to be a character in the game. Is he going to be a batbling? You know what would be really nice? If it was like a mini character in the game you could interact with, and it's maybe some sort of bike service. Maybe he drives the bike for you on a set path, or maybe even it's just generally a batbling. But I'm trying to think a little bit outside the batbling vibes, because I know it'd be a cute batbling to have and a really awesome one to equip, but I think it'd be really nice as well if he was a character in game that did something a little bit different to what the normal mythic characters do that we have in the game right now. So okay, so continuing on that pet topic, right now over at Weeping Woods, the mushroom is active. Now you can go over to the mushroom, emote it, feed it wood, and then it will actually follow you and feed you shield. Personally, I've spent the last hour trying to find this mushroom, and I'm yet to actually find it myself. It seems like the location changes every game, but there probably is a kind of spawn location for it, and this will give you shield. Now I'm wondering if the new Meowscles babies will give you a different unique ability, maybe speed, maybe some sort of improvement on double jump, maybe just something unique, which would be really cool if you manage to get your hands on a baby, and there may be a certain location for these every single game, or a few different spawns. Pretty exciting stuff, right guys? Hopefully we can expect that coming, and I do suspect that Aquaman may be a mythic character in this season. Now on the lines of the Aquaman topic, like I said, I wanted to expand on it a little bit further. We actually have some more information regarding that. So a while ago, Hypex actually leaked out this picture here on the left. Now looking into this even further, it looks like potentially Black Manta, who was the boss or the enemy during, or the villain in the Aquaman film, and obviously he could be part of the season 3 storyline regarding Aquaman versus Black Manta. We may even see Black Manta as an early skin on the battle pass, and then Aquaman comes later on. Or we may even see Aquaman as tier 100 and Black Manta as the secret skin, and you may even see they may have a POI in the map on season 3, 2 separate POIs. Now we'll jump into the no sweat thing in a minute. Guys, smash a like on the video to help it get out to as many people as possible. Now one thing I want to quickly mention before I talk a little bit further about the no sweat, like I said, you know, I think Fortnite generally delayed the season because they were adding more content. I said this in yesterday's video, but I wanted to address it again just to let you guys know. More content is something which a lot of people will need for this season because of what happened with the leaks. I think generally it's really sad that the leaks made it out there. Like personally, you had to cover them as a creator, otherwise you just wouldn't get any views and people would be really confused why you're not covering this. But it's a shame to see that the leaks got out there for Aquaman and the water theme. It kind of spoiled the season, but I think Fortnite have made a little bit of a twist and added additional things that weren't part of the leaks. For example, the baby meows, obviously the little motorbike which we can see here, and the space theme which we saw in the teasers that I posted in my previous video. If you haven't yet checked that video out, go and check that out. There's 4 more teasers on there, including first person and lots more information as well about the upcoming season 3. So go and check that one out, guys, if you haven't already. It's on my channel. It's my second most recent video after this one, I guess, so click on it after this. Alright, now getting into some of the more details about No Sweat. So No Sweat insurance has been pretty interesting. I think No Sweat have really been kind of creeping their way up in the background, and not many people are realizing what's going on with this No Sweat stuff. So I thought I'd put it in today's video just to give you guys an overview of what's going on. So I think generally this is really unique and really quite cool, but here you go. So the first one they tweeted out was this, or posted on Reddit. Team No Sweat. Hey there, Reddit users, etc. and everyone keeping dry out there. We appreciate your continued interest in No Sweat. While yes, that towering wall of water is certainly tall, don't worry, you're covered. We've been flogged with calls asking if we cover water damage, asking about boat rentals, and so on. All great questions. We've concluded rainwater actually is safe to consume. Edit. We're actually not sure if it's fresh or salt water. Don't drink the water. Now obviously this is not real, guys. Don't actually think this is real. This is obviously real from Fortnite side, but don't go around just drinking loads of random water. Not safe in the real world, but obviously in the Fortnite world it's perfectly fine. So pretty crazy stuff. No Sweat are definitely looking into what's in the water, which is crazy. The next one actually follows up with, hey there, la la la. Thank you for your interest in No Sweat. Ever since that towering wall of water had appeared, we've been flooded with calls asking if we could cover water damage, motorboat rentals, etc. Those are great questions, and our response is that we thank you again for your interest in No Sweat. Stay dry out there. I love it. There's so many of these appearing all over. Here's another one. While recent studies have suggested that sharks can inhabit bodies of water, these findings are far from conclusive. Until a full scientific review is complete, we'll continue to say it's not worth sweating about. Kind of like how the giant wall of water isn't. So crazy to see all these being posted by No Sweat Insurance. Now obviously this is going to lead into something. No Sweat is definitely going to play a big part next season. I'm very excited to see how No Sweat are going to turn out with this sort of stuff. You know, you just don't usually expect No Sweat to be, say, like a crazy type of huge thing just going over all this kind of huge calls I guess they're getting from Fortnite residents. So kind of cool, right? Here's another one as well. No Sweat update 1. We take it you've also noticed there's a giant wall of water closing in. Well, we've reached out to a henchman over at the yacht and they told us eat all blur, which we can take as good news. More as further updates transpire. I love that. I think it's quite cool to see them introduce something like that, more of an interesting statement. And there's so many of these that have been coming up and down. I can't cover them all because they're almost happening every hour or with every teaser, and they're quite hard to track down. If anyone wants to create a list of all of them, that'd be really nice to view. I would definitely be interested in reading through it and probably put it in a video. So yeah, if anyone does find anything on the lines of that, please do. Okay, some more concepts. Merle has actually pieced together 2 of the previous teasers I showed off, which actually shows you guys a potential POI in more detail. It's a little bit blurry, but it looks quite nice, and it kind of shows that more of kind of the pirate shippy thing I was talking about towards the start vibe, steampunk style over this section. And the next concept is coming in with these designs here, which are a bunch of baby versions of the Meowscles. Maybe there's going to be more than one around the map, and they may have different powers. So definitely some really big thing we should all be excited for in tomorrow's update. And for those wondering, I will be streaming the event for everybody. So if you guys are tuned on the channel tomorrow morning, I will be live streaming the event for you guys. So much is ready for it, and I can't wait to see how No Sweat are going to react to all of the different things and all of the different circumstances which are currently taking place in the Battle Royale map. I definitely think that wall of water will probably still be here next season, but it's not guaranteed. If the wall of water does remain though, it definitely would make the mechanics really enjoyable and fun. The downside about it though, like I said, I can't seem to swim down, I only can seem to swim up, and I keep getting like flung out of the water halfway up it, and I just take too much fall damage and get eliminated and have to go into another game. That can be kind of frustrating, but I guess the idea of it is to try and make sure that people don't stay in the storm. You like completely avoid it. and it's like a unique take on it. Also, if first person gets added in, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, which I'll put on the screen in a second for you guys, first person would be a game changer for the game and would change the building mechanics entirely and definitely make the game a lot more entertaining, I think, for older players and newer players. It would make the game a fresh vibe, give it a complete new feeling if everybody had to play in first person for a set mode. It'd be pretty cool, and I can't wait to see if Fortnite do introduce something like that into the game. Other than that, that's everything in today's video for you guys. I really do hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to go and check on screen right now if there's anything that interests you. I've got a really good review versus Xbox versus PlayStation if you're interested in them consoles. I've also got some more inside information regarding previous teasers and the secrets that you probably missed during the event. I'm pretty sure you would have missed these because it took me 2 hours to find them. Alright guys, thank you, and go and check them videos out. I'll see you in them.